Bang, bang! What's going on, guys? To an exciting new edition of the main event, Talkin Hands. So, I'm your host, Preston, joined by the host, Mr. Danny Betts. Break down this weekend's huge main event action as Teofimo Lopez takes on Steve Claggett. And, of course, we got to touch on San Antonio's own Bam Rodriguez. He fights Estrada. Before getting into those fights, we'd love to recap the fights that happened last week. And we pretty much call this fight down to a T. Rafael Espinoza got it done. Knocks out Sergio Chirino Sanchez in, I think it was round 4. I think round 4 knockout.
Yeah, 4-5.
Yeah. Danny, thoughts on the fight? I wish we had those props out earlier, but thoughts on the fight, the performance, and everything about it. Shout out Dix Insider.
My guy Dixon. He said, "What's up, gang? Like we said, and I specifically said, he's going to whoop his ass." I also paused on the line. I thought the KO probably was going to be like at least minus 175. It was like minus 135, minus 140, bro.
That's what I was alluding to right before we got online.
Yeah, and then you get that typical, oh my God, we should have hammered that.
Yeah.
Like, I got 2Q. I got 7 or 12, even though I had him. I bet him by KO2, and he cashed me. He was the last leg of my parlay that was like plus 7-11 that I gave out to people. We cashed that. Bro, it was just a mismatch. Like we said, Chirino he just stays in the pocket taking pictures, bro. Like, his defense is not there. He's a
I will say, I thought round 1 he looked okay.
Yeah.
I thought he looked okay, better than the tape showed, but once he got hit and hurt, it was over.
Yeah, it was done. It was an ass whooping. Great performance by Espinoza. I know what basically Ramirez is about to fight, and they're talking about that rematch. I mean, the sky's the limit because he could fight anybody. Espinoza's a great matchup, great fight for anybody. He's awesome to watch. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It was a great performance. Shout out to him. A crazy story too, man. Coming out of nowhere, not a lot of money in his family and stuff like that, and to win the belt and not to get bigger fights and get paid. Shout out to him for sure.
Yeah, I just love rewatching the Ramirez fight than this fight. Just the forward pressure, which we're gonna get to another forward pressure fighter in Clagett, but they fight completely different with how they come forward and how they fight. I was just irritated with see the line, broke down the fight. I don't like to be that harsh, so to speak, about an opponent, but I was pretty adamant. What are we doing here? This is a very handpicked. Give this guy a show-stopping KO win. Gets the KO, looked great doing it, and I mean he really didn't take much damage either. I think he got caught a couple times, but once he went to that body. Trino was done for. So, great performance by Espinoza. Did you have anything, or did you want to touch on anything else on that card, Danny, or do you want to get into this week's action?
Not really. I mean, there was a couple of fights in the undercard, whatever. Nova, even though I had bet on Cortez by decision, I think Nova edged it out, bro. But that was one thing I was thinking about. I'm like, Cortez, they're definitely trying to get him built up.
Yeah.
Undefeated. Nova's is there to lose, in my opinion. And that's exactly what happened. Because, to be honest, bro, I think Nova edged it out. But, of course, they gave it to Cortez.
Yeah, from what I watched, he seemed to be doing the better work in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which happens, I mean, not to be the bearer of bad news, happens in the UFC every fucking week. A bad decision. Every week.
Some scorecards, I forget what fight it was last week. One judge had a draw. I forget what fight it was, man, but he had a draw, and I'm like, what are you watching?
Yeah.
That is not a draw.
So, just craziness. Oh, shout out our San Antonio brethren, Mario Barros, 420. Yes. What's going on, Mario? Mario! Big fight coming up, Pacquiao. Got to get some tickets. We got to get our ass in there.
To get paid.
Yeah. We will go right into this week's main event. The topic of the video: Teofimo Lopez is taking on Steve Claggett. Current odds at our favorite book, mybookie.ag. You guys could enter promo code PUBSPORTS 50% deposit bonus match at 7, 100% Bitcoin up to $20,000 for Bitcoin. They have Teofimo Lopez as the global favorite spot at 1,300. From there, got Clagett 2750. Round prop, Mike goes plus 150. Doesn't go minus 200. Lopez Tail minus 175. Clagett Tail plus 1200. Clagett plus 1700. Annie, I think this is a layup for Teofimo for this Clagett. Go.
Your mic was acting up a little bit again, but this is a good fight, man. Down in Miami, Teofimo, had some good fights. He had a great performance against Josh Taylor, even though that was competitive for like 5 rounds, and after that, it was just a domination from Teofimo. Steve Claggett, man, I've been following him for a while. Like, I love watching him fight because he's gonna pressure you high guard, but at the same time, he's bending low. Throws a lot of volume. Just gonna keep coming. He fights a lot in Canada for the Eye of the Tiger. It's called that promotion. The thing, though, they know what they're doing. They give him good opponents that he's gonna look good. They also their ring is super small, so that benefits him. Little things like that, so they know what they're doing. Here, I think, he's gonna have some issues. I mean, he's gonna have that pressure and a lot of volume and things like that to try to win rounds here. Teofimo, we've seen him against Sandor Martin. We've seen him against Jermaine Ortiz. He had issue with those guys just because they're movers, boxers out of the outside. Ortiz really wasn't boxing off the back foot. He was literally running.
Yeah.
I mean, he did get some punches, obviously his jab and stuff like that, but he was more running than boxing out of the outside. Shout out to Big Show in the chat. And Teofimo has trouble with that. When it comes to guys moving a lot and things like that and trying to box on the outside, I think this is a perfect matchup for him. Steve Claggett is going to be there until he hit. He don't got to go anywhere. Teofimo is naturally a counter puncher, more athletic, more power. It's been a while. He's moved up, 3 fights now? 140. It's been a while since he had a good knockout. I think it was a Campo, which was 4 fights ago. And I think he can actually get it done here. Don't get it twisted. If you see Claggett's record, I think he's got 6 losses. He's been knocked out 1 time. It was a while back. And he's a tough dude, man. He's a really tough dude. And I think some of these lines are juicy, man. I'm KO, I think, is minus 138, bet 365. I like Lopez by knockout. I think he gets it done just because of the styles. But you know how it is with Lopez, bro. Which one are we going to get? Is he going to be focused? Is he going to try to put on a show? Is he mentally strong for this fight? What's his dad saying to him? Shit like that. There's a lot of stuff with this guy. So I'm just going to look at it like Lopez is going in there with his A game against Claggett's A game. I got to take Lopez. I think he sets him up with a nice counter right hand. And he gets him out of there. TKO, rest, stoppage. It's over. Too many punches, too many punishment. Actually, I think he gets it done mid-fight, to be honest. All of his knockouts are 7 rounds and under. So I'm going to take the KO prop for sure. And then I'm going to sprinkle maybe around 7 and 8. Because I do think it's going to take time because Claggett is tough. And Lopez is not the fastest starter and things like that. Yeah. So I think he gets him out here 7, 8, 9, man. Nice counter shot, buzzes him, drops him, and then he gets the stoppage TKO style. Shout out to Andrew G.
Yeah, like Dan said, shout Big Show, Dixon, Andrew G. I think this is very similar to last week, I'll be honest, as the Espinoza fight. It seems very... Clagett looked okay in the fight I watched versus Miguel Medueno.
Yeah.
So this guy was just pressure, round 1, round 2, he's just throwing 1,000 punches over and over. Clagett head down, high guard, coming forward, just not stopping. I think he's going to get knocked out by an uppercut. Bad. Really bad. Yeah, I think Teo kills this guy. Like I feel bad saying it, but I think it's very similar to what we saw last week. You touched on it. He's not fighting a guy like a boxer here. He's fighting a guy who's almost like an Arturo Gatti to me. Like trying, take a punch, give six back. I don't know, he didn't have great defense. He was getting tagged in that fight I watched too, a little too much, but it was just his forward pressure was just
Too
it
much.
just
Yep.
destroyed the guy. Teofimo, like, I'm not a huge fan of him. One thing I'll give him is he can use that footwork. Clagett can, come forward straight up. He's gonna just literally olay him, go around and just
Yep.
pop him, and he'll showboat. He's gonna showboat.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just don't want to get too cute. Kind of like last week, the KO prop's still a decent number. I think it's gonna go up.
Yeah.
From what I'm seeing. So, yeah, give me Teofimo by knockout.
Yeah, because FanDuel has it actually. Usually, FanDuel has a little bit better lines, but they got the KO at 130. 150. Bet 365 has at 138, which I'm gonna take because, like you said, I agree. I think it goes up. And dude, if like there's only one, that's the thing with Claggett. Like I love watching the fight. He's entertaining and stuff like that, but he only has one way to fight. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You can't make adjustments. If any part of this fight that Teofimo like takes control completely and backs him up, it's fucking over. Like Claggett cannot fight off the back foot at all, bro. Like
Yeah.
he's gonna get, like you said, he's gonna get killed. Like, and I could see that. I could see him hurting him, and Claggett's like, oh shit, hold up, let me back up, and that's gonna be curtains. Like Teofimo's gonna do one of these, like, what's up, let's go, and then go forward, throw his big shots, and close the deal, man. I think he's screwed, man. He can't make adjustments in this fight.
I'll be honest. So I watched the last two fights for Clagett. The last fight happened in January. He looked markedly worse
Yeah.
compared to the fight before against the Medano Mexican guy. He looked slow. Like he looked very slow. I don't, who knows, maybe health issues. I didn't really dig too deep into it, but he didn't look good. And the last guy who didn't look good, I forgot who it was, but we did the video on it, and he just got folded bad. He fought the British guy. There's like the round 4 KO. Zepeda knocked him out.
Oh yeah, Smith, Don Smith.
Yeah, Dalton Smith. That's the last one where I saw where you just see the skill just diminish. No, maybe it was just an off night for Clagett that night, but yeah, I think it's top rank. They know what they're doing with Teofimo here. So
yeah, for sure. Styles make fights, bro. I mean, I'm super heavy on that, and this is a beautiful style for Teofimo. Like I said, it's been a minute since he's got a knockout. So, and Miami, come on, man, it's setting this shit up perfectly.
Yeah. Did you have anything? I think Robisi is the co-main event. I'll be honest, I didn't look into that fight at all, but obviously we know they want Robisi to win the fight. Just a matter of if he will win a decision or get his opponent out of there with a KO.
Yeah, me neither. I haven't dug into his opponent, but I'll tell you what, his KO prop is minus 330.
Oh shit!
So that tells you right there.
Wow.
That tells you right there. There's a reason, bro. Come on, like we just said, top rank dumb. Espinosa just fought last week.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna give somebody a Robisi that he could take a L? No, he's gonna look great. They're gonna sell that rematch maybe next fight. I don't know. I'm thinking they do.
Yeah.
The rematch, but because it's like a win-win for them. Whoever wins. Yeah. So right now we're just going off the numbers. This is Robisi KO all day.
Yeah. We can touch on the other card. Exciting fight, return of Jesse Bam Rodriguez as he takes on Juan Francisco Estrada. Current odds have Bam Rodriguez minus 480, Estrada plus 350. Round props, over under 10.5, juice to the over. Fight goes minus 150. Bam by KO plus 160. Bam by decision plus 120. Estrada hasn't been in the ring for a while. I believe his last fight was against Chocolatito, where, if I remember correctly, I felt like he got a gift decision that fight. Uh, Dane, what are you thinking here? You think Bam gets a KO, a decision, or does Estrada pull off the upset? Bam off a very, I don't know. I'll be honest. I rewatched the fight. It wasn't as impressive as I remembered against Sonny Edwards, because Sonny kind of just got his eye like bloated up and he couldn't really see, and the fight was over. So, what are you thinking here, Danny?
Man, this is a great fight. I can't wait for this one. It's another weekend that I'm gonna be having like 4 screens going. Like, you got the UFC, you got 2 big fights, and boxing, things like that. But we know about Bam. Like, the kid is just going upwards, becoming champion, taking names, taking these the old school 4 kings, short notice, any weight class, and now here against Estrada. And I think this might be one of his toughest tests, man. Like, and like you said, yeah, the performance with Edwards was really good, really good. He beat his ass, got the stoppage. Estrada, though, he's had those classics with Chocolatito, and but he's older, what is it, like a year and a half? I think he's been off. Shout out to Winner Circle in the chat.
Yeah,
And,
December. Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to age, man, it's especially in the lower weight classes because it's more skills. Heavyweights and stuff like that, the power is the last thing to go. So you could be like 43 or whatever with power, like a Zhang and some of those other guys. But Estrada, man, is no joke. He's really, really good when it comes to the mid-range. That's where he really gets his work done. Tough guy, man. Hasn't been knocked out. Has all the experience in the world. If you're taking a dog shot, I respect it, man. I'm going with Bam. I think Bam's, the younger guy. The angles, man, the volume. Estrada tends to have slow starts, and I think it's gonna happen again with the long layoff. But mid-fight, I think he's gonna have a lot of success, to be honest. And then that's when we're gonna see Bam Rodriguez make adjustments, mid-fight, and then close the deal and take over the fight late too. And I think he wins a decision though. Estrada's tough.
So that's what I was gonna. I think this is a gift.
Yeah. I was gonna say we're getting recency bias because, with the Sonny Edwards knockout.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you remember, 7-12 was like plus 550, plus 600.
Oh yeah,
they weren't.
Yeah, fight goes the distance was like minus 400.
They weren't expecting it, so I think they're trying to bait people in. Like, oh yeah, look, he's a knockout. I won't be surprised if Estrada gets dropped, but I think he could edge it out, and finish the fight. But Bam, I gotta take Bam, man, because he's been on a tear. The kid's like legit. I'm not even gonna say solidify. Like, he's already one of the best, like, at that, those weight classes down there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think he wins by decision. One time, my guy.
Yeah, shout Winner Circle, shout one time. I can't disagree. I saw this line, the fight goes the distance at minus 150. I think they're wrong. Estrada took some big shots from Chocolatito, didn't really get phased that much, and he kept throwing. Like you said, the layoff is slightly concerning. I don't know what happened, if they were supposed to fight a 4th time, if negotiations didn't work. Because Chocolatito's fighting either next week or in 2 weeks. From my understanding, the winner of this fight is going to fight Chocolatito. Chocolatito's getting a cakewalk opponent who he's going to destroy. So, I love fight goes distance. Bam by decision. You're getting plus money. I guess if you want, get risky, you could
where you see that for plus money?
FanDuel.
Is it on FanDuel? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Bet.
Yeah,
I know it was minus 110 on Bet 365.
Yeah. So I love it. I'm a big proponent of Jesse Bam Rodriguez. I do think he's a top 5, overall pound for pound type boxer. It's definitely his time. and he keeps moving up. It's crazy what he's doing because he's a small guy. He's not a big guy, and he's just able to plow through these weight classes and keep going up. So yeah, I love it. I love Bam here. I love the Ficos, and I love Bam by decision, and I love them both. Shout Nanya in the chat. Use. I don't know what that means, but I'm with you, Nanya.
But yeah, oh, bro. So real quick, Winner Circle was saying that I was spot on pretty much last week. I had a parlay that was gonna pay like $6,000.
Oh, really?
And it was one leg off, and I thought she won. It was a chick fight, Ryan, and it was a split, and they gave it to the other one. I'm like, son of a bitch. So that's how close I was. But yeah, like I like Bam here, man. It's gonna be a great fight, though. Don't get me wrong. And another thing, I saw a picture. I think he was sparring with Chocolatito. Bam
Really?
Rodriguez, yeah. So,
yeah, like I said, I know Chocolatito has a fight either soon.
But
that
makes it interesting because, like you said, if the winner supposedly fights Chocolatito next, it's like, bro, what are we doing here? Like, why are you helping this kid? Spar, which is great for Bam, but not for Chocolatito if you fighting the winner. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you. Shout Andrew, Winner Circle 1-2. Okay, I got you, Nanya.
Bing.
That should really do it for us. I mean, we can get right into best bets because there's not much else to talk about. I will say this before best bet. I was disappointed. Jack Catterall is fighting Pro Grade. That got announced. So I was pretty disappointed in that announcement. That's in August.
Surprised.
So that sucked. We did get an update with Virgil, though. He has a fight in August.
Yeah.
So.
Usyk put a video out there. He said he was talking about, he's like, Anthony Joshua and Daniel, Dubois.
Yeah.
Like, I'm giving you guys a gift because he had to drop the IBF belt. They made him drop it. I hate that. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Good luck on September 21st. So I'm thinking it's Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois for the IBF championship.
Yeah, that makes
September 21st, I think it was that he said. So he kind of spilled the beans.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I know. What's his face? He was just at the UFC. The Saudi guy. Like he was.
Turkey, Al-Sheikh.
Yeah, he was all over it. So, Dan, I'll let you go. I think we're pretty much in agreement on this one for sure.
Well, yeah, with the two bets, it's just big. I'm gonna go with the Bam Rodriguez just because it's even money. I like it plus 100 by decision. I think he gets it done. Just being more younger, the angles, the volume, the adjustment he's gonna have to make. I'm telling you, watch. Estrada has those little nice experience tricks up his sleeve. He's gonna make it rough in the middle of the fight, but I think Bam edges it out. Unam decision plus 100.
Yeah, I think he'll win like 8 rounds to 4, like 116, 112. And I was just very taken aback when I saw the odds because I figured it would have been juiced to heaven, but it's not. So
I think it opened up like minus 200 or something. I was like, what, 430, 450?
Yeah. Which is crazy. But
I mean, Estrada's good, bro. And the Mexicans, like, you can't count them out for sure, especially him.
Yeah, I will say it's definitely a tougher opponent than Sonny Edwards, which is kind of what irritated me. We were all over Bam against Sonny, but
he's on his card too, by the way.
Yeah, I think I don't know if he's co-main, but they were really trying to make Sonny to be like the guy. So, we'll see. I'll take Teo KO. I think Lopez gets him out of there, knockout. I won't mess with the round props. Said best line minus 140, 150, wherever you can get. I think Teofimo Lopez does get a show-stopping knockout. Danny, anything else you would like to add before we head on out?
Same old shit, different day. Smash that like button. Leave us your predictions in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new. Become a member. If you're not, it's cheap. You get every access to our contests and things like that here in Pub Sports Radio. I'll be live with the boys for the pay-per-view on Saturday. And, of course, next Tuesday we'll be here. Danny Betts everywhere, IG, TikTok, Patreon, Twitter, X. And that's it. Let's get this money.
For sure. Shout out Nanya. Nanya's thinking some craziness will happen. UFC 303 going down this weekend. Dan just spoke about it. Make sure you guys tune in to the live stream this Saturday. Make sure to tune in tonight, 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central Time. Locker Room Talk podcast. They're going to break it down for you, and they've been hitting their parlay. So make sure to tail those parlay legs. We'll be back next week. We have the return of Shakur Stevenson. He comes back, and then we will have, I think it's Mike Perry, Jake Paul. Oh, Janovic, then Mike Perry, Jake
then
Paul.
Mike Perry. I was thinking about going to that one too, but I got some stuff to do in that weekend. But
shout out you, Winner Circle, Nunya, Wine Time, Andrew G, everyone who's in the chat, Big Show, Dixon Cider, Mario Barrios.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you guys next week. This was the main event. Talkin Hands. Peace, guys.